I walked up to my Uber and got inside, but then we stopped at the first red light, and the door immediately swung open. A woman I'd never seen dropped into the seat beside me and screamed at the driver, "Admit you're kidnapping this child." My blood froze because I'd driven hundreds of times and this has never happened. My driver shook his head, but she pulled back her jacket and flashed a pistol. "I know you're kidnapping him. Now drive us to the police station." I gripped my seat in horror because I always checked the car's plates before getting in and knew this man was my driver. My hand shook as I showed her my Uber app. "He's my driver, ma'am. This is his Toyota." But she wouldn't even look at it and just pulled me into her chest while we drove. "It's okay, honey. I'm gonna get you out of this." I saw the driver's hands shake, and he muttered something to himself as we turned off course. I remember putting my phone between my legs and texting 911, but she yanked it from my hands as I was about to hit send. I screamed, "What are you doing?" But she chucked it out the window. I watched my last hope hit the pavement. She said, "You can buy a new phone. You can't buy a new life," then pressed her pistol into the driver's hip and screamed at him. "To the station now." We pulled into the police station, and I almost cried with relief. A cop saw the woman's gun and instantly drew his own firearm at her. He wrenched my door open and I fell out, talking faster than I ever had. "She's insane. She thinks my Uber driver is kidnapping me." The driver immediately got out with his hands up. "Officer, this woman is crazy." The cop told him, "Open your trip, now." The driver swiped his phone and held it out, and I saw the ride right there with my name on it. But then the cop looked closer. He zoomed in on his screen. "Wait, that driver doesn't look like you." My eyes went wide in shock, and when I looked closer, I realized the driver's nose didn't match his picture. The cop instantly tackled him into the pavement, and that's when we heard it, a faint grunt coming from the trunk. Another cop popped the trunk, and my knees buckled because a man was tied up inside, out cold, but breathing. His nose matched perfectly to the picture on the app. I realized this was the real driver. The woman fell to her knees, crying, pointing at him. I knew I recognized him. This man kidnapped my son 2 years ago pretending to be his Uber. I hugged her, and as I watched him getting cuffed, I realized I was one red light from being like her son.